fuck up.
I agree.
Dads keep daughters off strip poles and sons off out of jail.
Then why you tell men to not marry?
What was that?
Then why you tell men to not get married?
Because they can still be a father and be in a relationship without having the state involved in their affairs. Now, in an optimal world, right, we can be like her and be an idealist for a second, right, and say, ideally, you should be married. But for men nowadays, it's way too risky. So I would say, if you are going to get married, make sure the state isn't involved and be in that relationship and have a family.
And if you're so concerned, married by the church. You're still getting married.
Now, she's trying to divorce him. Remember when he cheats?
I don't care about Mary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's 23. She says that now. But yeah, so what was I going to say? So yeah, I just found it interesting. And then a lot of you guys said generational wealth, money, property, etc. I'll tell you guys this. We've interviewed a few girls on this podcast that are millionaires that make quite a bit of money. And you know what they all said? I could think of a couple right now, actually, that are successful influencers. Yeah. All of them said, fuck that money. I want a relationship and I want children and I want a family. Women don't derive the same pleasure from money and success that men do. When men get money and success, they say, okay, cool. I can get a family. That family will be dependent upon me. When a woman makes money, she says, I'm strong and independent. And then you got to ask yourself, independent of who? Of men 9 out of 10 times. And we're better together than we are apart. So if you're going to be independent and be by yourself, well, there's a high likelihood that you're going to be sad. Women derive pleasure from people, not things.
And your queen Beyonce, for all the single ladies, has a man and kids. So
yeah, she been lying. So all I'm saying is that for all you ladies that want to sit there and chase a bag and money and generational wealth, that's a very masculine thing to aspire for, because men are the ones that typically chase money and success, because men understand that if we don't perform, we can't get girls. For y'all, your value is not based on how much money you earn. You can be a bum, but if you're submissive, attractive, not a pain in the ass, etc., you can find a good man. You absolutely can.
So is it safe to say that I've become less masculine?
Oh, no, you're still masculine.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you're still masculine as hell.
Nobody needed your face. Nobody needed it.
Myron, would you say Oprah is masculine? She don't have a man, never had kids. She don't know half of her family, probably will never create one. And I don't know who would even marry her right now.
Yeah, and Oprah is not happy as a byproduct of that. She'll put on a facade and be like, yeah, I'm a billionaire. Yeah, I'm cool. But like deep down, like, bro, she's burning.
Yeah.
I just don't like that shit. Like, everybody just don't aspire to have kids in the family. Like,
most do, though.
No, most,
now,
yes.
Are there some women out there?
You make very strong statements when you say stuff like, oh, I'm sure she's tore up on the inside because she doesn't have one. That woman could have had 1 billion kids if she wanted to by now.
All right, Mac. Well, she actually mentioned it in the interview.
I mean, not even Oprah. I'm just saying about other affluential, like older women that don't have kids. That's what I'm saying.
Talking about Oprah, though.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So what's she saying in the interview?
No, that same point. Like, she wanted more out of life from her family, but she doesn't have that.
Yeah, she spent her whole life going hard with journalism, the talk shows.
Because, dude, when she's home alone, think about it.
And on top of that, she never started with a family. She didn't even have.
They got a house in the back. They be sleeping together.
None of her siblings, nothing.
Her man is there off and on, but it's like, no, it's not the same.
Here's the other thing too. There's also a study that shows that since like the 1970s, as women have become more and more progressive and feminism has gotten stronger and stronger, and more women have entered the workplace and made more money, their happiness and life satisfaction levels have actually been going down as a byproduct of that. So, and the reason why is because we have more single women now than ever before. So, chasing a career and making money, that's great. You can do it. But what I am saying is that it's not going to make you sexier to the opposite gender.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I know that. Like, you don't gotta tell me that. I know that already.
Yeah, but I think a lot of women chase a degree in a bag, hoping that it's going to make them more attractive, and in reality, it doesn't.
Well, I think that a lot of women chase a degree in a bag because that's what our mothers instilled in us.
Which is faulty.
You know,
she was single herself.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah,
our mothers.
It's like a cycle, honestly.